Yeah.
I mean, the birds, I mean, like, this is no...
it takes up a whole half of a page. And it's not that... I mean, there's so many artists who, like, would take that shot and really fill it in.
Right.
You know? I mean, I like the birds a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little picky today.
Yeah. When
it's Superman, you're always like... It's like when anyone says something's great, I always am like, oh, yeah? Really? So maybe I look at it a little extra hard, but I'm looking at it hard today, Larry.
Yeah, but you're right. That picture's not... I mean, that's just an exterior picture of the Daily Planet, and there it is. But, like, so, obviously Lex Luthor had something to do with the shenanigans that are happening at the sun and the astronauts.
It's the story of the century. Luthor lied.
Luthor lied. And what he did was like I said, he got into the mind of this monster, sabotaged this is deep thought stuff here. He sabotaged the mission knowing that Superman would fly up there and then
it would activate his weakness.
It would activate his weakness. And then I really like that scene where Lex Luthor is...
Yeah, so sorry. I said activate his weakness because I wasn't really super clear what was happening to him.
Well, he didn't
Was
know...
it like the radiation from the sun was affecting him?
Yeah.
And give him a cancer? Or was it like he's doing this test that it makes it seem like he's stronger?
Right. Well, he took so much sun, and that's where he gets his power. He gets
his power from the sun.
He gets his power from the sun, but
now he's too powerful.
Well, I think that it's explained in deeper metaphor than I can take in. But yes, he has taken on too much radiation,
too much sun.
You know, too much of a good thing. And there's that jaw when he looks inside that. When he looks inside the capsule and says, you know, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
It looks so funny. Look at his face. His jaw is like it's perfectly square. It's huge. Anyhow, so Superman saves the astronauts. They go back.
Superman saves the astronauts. That could be the name of the movie.
Superman saves the astronauts. They go back to it looks like the moon or something, where they're doing all these tests on Superman to find out that if he did in fact, you know, get sick whilst working on the moon, and it doesn't look like it. It looks like he's doing like James said, he's super strong. I mean,
Larry, if there was a movie called Superman Saves the Astronauts, would you watch it?
I would, and only if Superman lifted 2 quadrillion tons while saving the astronauts, because that's what he's doing here.
What if Superman was played by, who's the, he's from New Orleans. I can't think. John Goodman. If Superman was John Goodman and the astronaut was Miley Cyrus. Would you watch that movie, Larry?
I would.
Superman Saves the Astronauts.
I would hope that they
Miley
would
Cyrus,
do
it's
a really big budget adaptation of it. Just massive, like the biggest, remember when they made Waterworld? And Waterworld was at the time the most expensive movie that was ever made.
Yeah, or Avatar. If they did an Avatar.
So,
sorry. Anyway.
Yeah,
Superman saves the astronauts.
So Superman saves the astronauts, and all the while he also gets
extra strong,
and he gets schooled on what's happening on this.
He's like, you were already able to one arm push press, whatever that push press position is. I actually think that's probably my favorite art page, is him pushing that thing with the guy with the crazy rainbow suit looking on.
Yeah, that's a great
That
picture.
rainbow suit was so cool. And him wearing those glasses that are just like two separate eye
They're just
pieces.
hovering on his face. Like, how do
Yeah.
they stay there?
And then everyone's wearing like a white jumpsuit that includes their shoes.
Yeah, this is crazy art. It is crazy art. I mean, why would
I
a
love
scientist?
that pose where he's what is that press? Can you do that at the gym with like the one knee at a 90-degree angle, the other leg straight, and your hands pushed up
I'm sure there's a machine.
against 1 quintillion tons?
You're probably supposed to use both hands.
Yeah, probably. He's doing the other one behind the back, like right above his waist.
Yeah, giving them proper,
Yeah.
postures, everything.
Superman's got good form.
Yeah,
Like it's not only does he have all the strength from Krypton, but he knows how to like use it right.
yeah. Yeah,
It's weird because you would think he wouldn't even need to.
well, I mean, no,
It's
proper
like, what do
form.
you even need good form for if you're already doing a quintillion tons?
Proper form is always important, James.
Proper form's always important. That's what Superman says.
Yeah, and eat your vegetables. So Superman finds out that he is actually not doing so well, but they also give him hope in the sense that these scientists can replace him if they have to.
Yeah, if it's all right if you die because we can make another Superman.
Yeah, so it's not all.
Larry, would that be comforting to you?
I don't know. Have you started watching Altered Carbon?
Altered States.
Altered Carbon, the sci-fi movie on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh, it's really good, and you can get replaced. You just
Is it spooky?
it's it's a procedural
Crime drama.
crime drama set in the super duper future where
Oh.
it looks like Blade Runner basically.
Oh yeah. Is
Yeah.
it like a Philip K. Dick?
Yeah, and it's 10
Ray
episodes.
Bradbury wrote that.
Yeah, it's intense. It's it's really kind of
It's like Isaac Asimov wrote a book.
exactly. Oh, I just saw this. Look at that. Now, there's some writing that happens inside of this book that so and this kind of bothered me the first couple readings because so Superman's getting back to the Daily Planet where he works, wink wink, right?
Okay, yeah. I got a lot of questions about this.
So he comes flying in. He's flown from the sun.
Wait, we didn't even describe this crazy ice monster.
Oh, well, the ice monster isn't
He's just a cool looking ice monster. He doesn't really seem significant at all though.
Yeah, no, he's one of those astronauts, and they're talking about how they make him so big so he can do his space work, and that they also he has blue skins because they fill his veins up with nitrous oxide or something, liquid
Yeah.
nitrogen, so he can.
It's something crazy.
Yeah, so he
But
can do.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. This is great art here, and there's that. See, look at the squiggly lines and on the lines on
It's
his
like,
neck and
yeah,
stuff.
it's like some pages are really, really good, and then some are just like whatever.
And it's just like electricity or like smoke coming off of him because he's got
Yeah.
liquid
You know-
nitrogen blood. And then there's also little
Do
tiny
Superman's
little.
eyes seem small?
Yeah, he's got little beady eyes
He's got little eyes.
because his
It
chin's
makes
so
his
big.
face look big. Yeah, it makes his chin look big.
Yeah, so we get some back and forth from like what the scientists are working here, and then you see this little dot like so. Superman is on his way back to the Daily Planet. He's got to make the deadline as Clark Kent.
Uh-huh.
I spoiled it. He's Clark Kent, and
He's Clark Kent.
you see
Oh, you spoiled it. Good one.
this dog comes chasing, and the movement on this page, and there's a little kid, and the little kid is just about ready to get squished by this giant truck, and just
You see Superman.
you see that tiny little dot of Superman in the background, and it doesn't happen. And I forget what Superman's boss's name is, but he's giving him the ultimatum: 3, 2, where's
J. Jonah
Clark?
Jameson.
No, that's
That's Spider-Man.
that's Spider-Man's boss. And and Superman, Clark Kent, makes
he's
it
like
in there.
doing his tie as he's running down the hall.
And you see that little kid has been saved, and there's papers everywhere. But wow, he made it. But look at this scene.
Do you think he could make it a little bit closer?
Oh, he couldn't cut it any closer. Look at this scene.
Or I mean, like he could have made it a little faster. Like, what is it like?
He flew from the sun.
Why is Clark Kent so clumsy?
Well, he's got to be. Otherwise, everybody would know.
That's a tongue twister. Tell me, why is Clark Kent so clumsy?
He has to be. Otherwise, everybody would figure it out. But this clumsy...
Yeah, but he would figure it out. But, like, look at how, like, he's cutting it so close. And then he's like, it's also important to keep my character up.
Right.
Like, I'm cutting it 1 second away. But, like, let me waste this 1 second, like, being clumsy.
I love this 1 second. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Clark Kents all in a row. I mean, there's not 10 Clark Kents, but the movement.
You see 10 Clark Kents?
The center panel on the hold the presses. Clark Kent comes running in. He's got sweat on him.
Yeah.
And he's in the brown frumpy suit, and he trips over the secretary's purse. He drops his glasses, drops a file, picks up the purses, hits somebody's coffee. It's so funny. It's so clumsy.
And it's good art.
It's great art. This one panel is just killer. And he flops into the office and he's like, "Where have you been, Kent?"
And he's like, "I'm Superman."
I'm Superman.
Oops. Oh, my bad.
Oh, my bad. And
has that ever happened in any of the Superman? Where he just accidentally says, "I'm Superman"?
Oh, I'm Superman. No.
My cover's blown. Like his shirt accidentally gets ripped. Or like, he sits down weird and his pants catches, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, why are you wearing a Superman suit under your suit?
It just seems so easy that it would, I mean, you think he'd get hot.
But that's what's funny about it.
I think he'd get hot.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He could probably withstand intense heat.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be funny. He gets uncomfortable with, like, mild things. Like, these really intense things, they don't bother me at all, but the very mild things.
Yeah, this sour candy.
Sour candy. Too sour. Warheads, he doesn't do the black cherries.
But now here's another one of those. Here's another one where we don't see the action, but Superman saves this man's life because like a muffler or something falls out of the sky and nearly kills this guy. But Clark Kent.
Yeah. Okay. Where did that muffler come from?
I looked at this 100 times.
I was looking at that right before we started, Larry.
I looked at this page 100 times and I could never figure out where the muffler did it fall from the sky or something. It really does bother me.
Like a car in the background, but like he just runs into the guy. It wouldn't cause a car accident.
So he runs into the guy. I think that Grant Morrison's going to pay this off somewhere, and we're going to see this.
He's going to pay off with the muffler?
No. We're going to see that. We're going to see
more mufflers from the sky.
We're going to see something come back to this, a callback to Clark seeing something before it happens. I don't know. That one did bother me though. Like,
yeah, that's funny because I was looking at that for a little while too.
Like, why is this? Where did this muffler come from? Anyhow, so Clark has walked Lois back. He's walked Lois back to her apartment, and he's carrying her groceries. And now we found out earlier, and this is the spoiler of this issue. Clark Kent or Superman doesn't have long to live. And I think he knows that.
Oh, he knows it like within himself, like he has like a countdown, or he's just.
I think that the scientist kind of gave him that, like, what's up?
It's like start going through your home.
Yeah, and so he wants to do. I don't know. So he wants to just, like, lay it all out there.
He probably wants to get everything done before he dies.
Right. So he wants to lay it all out there for the woman that he is smitten with and that is Lois Lane. And he says, "Wait a second, Lois, I have something to tell you." She's like, "Can we talk about this tomorrow?"
Pretty.
And he's like,